What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out the Mifo S Wireless Earbuds. These earbuds use Bluetooth 5.2, they also have an IP67 rating, that means waterproof, so you can take these in the shower, you can use them outside if it rains, so nothing will happen to them if they get wet. They support active noise cancellation, they have a transparency mode as well, and on one charge you can get up to 40 hours of listening time. Of course, that's between the charging case and the actual earbuds inside the charging case. So on the actual earbuds, you can get between 5 and 6 hours of listening time depending on the volume that you're using and the type of music that you're listening to, of course. And from the charging case, you can charge them 6 more times after that. So a total of about 40 hours of listening time. These also come in one of the coolest charging cases that I've seen up until now. The charging case is entirely made out of metal. Of course, since it is made out of metal, it is a bit heavier than most other charging cases out there, but it is very cool looking and it has a very cool opening mechanism. Check this out. I can probably do this all day long, so very entertaining to open and close this. The USB-C charging port is on the back of the case here, and inside the charging case we actually have 3 LEDs that will show you how much battery you have. So of course, if you have less LEDs on, you have less power. Just before we go any further, let's see what comes in the box with this. Okay, so unfortunately my box got a bit destroyed during shipping, but luckily everything inside the box was fine. Not to mention that the charging case is made out of metal, so my earbuds were well protected inside that box. So in the box there you're gonna find the charging cable. This is a USB-A to a USB-C charging cable. You can use any charger that you have at home. We also have some replacement ear tips. The ones that come installed on the actual earbuds fit my ears perfectly, but if you have smaller or bigger ears, maybe try a different set of ear tips that come in the box. And aside from that, we are gonna find the user manual. And the user manual is actually very useful because it will show you how to use the earbuds. And I'm talking about the tapping on the actual earbuds to turn up the volume, to turn down the volume. So all that information is in the booklet here in the user manual. So definitely check out the user manual because otherwise you're not gonna know how to turn up the volume, how to go to the next song and so on. So the user manual, it is actually quite useful. Okay, so when you first get these, pairing these to your phone takes about 10-15 seconds. I'm gonna say you basically open the case, you put them in your ear, then you open the Bluetooth settings on your phone and you search for new devices and then you connect to them. After they're paired to your phone, all you have to do is basically open the case, and by the time you put them in your ears, they will be connected to your phone. So that's simple. Whenever you're done with them, you put them back in the charging case, you close this, and that's it. So that's simple to use this. So you just take them out, you put them in your ears, and they work just like that. The earbuds themselves are very small, some of the smallest that I've seen. They're also very light, and I was quite impressed by the sound that we get from such a small device. The build quality is also really good, so they do feel quite premium. These are using a hook mechanism, I'm gonna say, so whenever you put them in your ear here, they're gonna stay there. It doesn't matter if you're running, if you're jumping, whatever you're gonna do, they're gonna stay in your ear there. You should also make sure that the tip here fits your ear well and you have a good seal, because whenever you have a good seal, you're gonna get better noise cancelling, you're gonna get better sound isolation and so much more. So make sure that you're using a tip that actually fits your ear well. As I mentioned earlier, these support active noise cancellation, and we do have 2 levels of noise cancellation. We have mild and strong. Personally, I like the strong mode because it cuts down a lot of the noise around you. So if there is traffic, if there is a fan, if you have an AC around you, that active noise cancellation will take that out. So you're not gonna hear that. We also have a transparency mode. So these have 3 microphones. Each one of them has 3 microphones on them. So the transparency mode will allow you to hear what's around you. That's great mostly if you're outside, if you wanna hear cars going around you, if you wanna hear motorcycles or anything like that. That mode works out great because you can still hear what's around you even though you're listening to music. So it can come in very handy using that transparency mode. As for the sound quality, well, I have to say that I was quite impressed by the sound that we get from such a small device. They get quite loud and also a lot of bass, probably more bass than any other wireless earbuds that I tried over the past year and a half, I'm gonna say. So if you're into a lot of bass, you're definitely gonna love this. If you're not a big fan of having too much bass whenever you're listening to music, maybe these are not ideal for you. But if you like loud music and a lot of bass, you will absolutely love this. I also love the fact that you can listen at the maximum volume and that bass doesn't get distorted at all. So a lot of sound, big sound from such a small device, I'm gonna say. Okay, next I'm gonna play a bit of a recording just so you have an idea how these capture sound, so how the internal microphones on these capture sound whenever you're having a conversation with someone or something like that. So let me play a short recording so you can see how the microphones pick up the sound. Okay, this is a quick recording done with a Mifo S True Wireless Earbuds, just so you can hear how the internal microphones on these earbuds would capture sound. I'm currently in a fairly quiet room, so the only thing you should hear is my voice. There is no wind and there is no other noise aside from my voice, and I'm talking normally, so just as I would if I would be having a conversation with someone on the phone. So this is how the internal microphones on these wireless earbuds would capture sound. And lastly, we are going to talk about latency. So I've tried this with a couple of Android phones, and on Android there is absolutely no delay for any application that I've tried. So the YouTube app, Netflix, Amazon Prime, there is absolutely no delay. So the time that you're actually seeing the image, that's exactly when you're hearing the sound. So they work really good on Android. Now, I've also connected these to my iPhone 13. This happened with 95% of the earbuds that I've tried with my iPhone 13. So on the iPhone, there is a bit of a delay from the time that you're actually seeing the image and hearing the sound. iPhones typically don't like any other earbuds except from Apple-made earbuds. So that's kind of normal, I'm gonna say. Not to mention that the sound quality when you have these connected to an Android phone is much better than the sound quality that you get from the iPhone. So definitely iPhones and Apple, they don't really like these other brands of earbuds. But if you're gonna use these on Android, they work absolutely amazing. So there you have it. These are the Mifo S True Wireless earbuds. You do get some super cool looking wireless earbuds. Because of that Bluetooth 5.2, you can basically go around the house. So up to 10 meters away from them, you're not gonna have any issues disconnecting or anything like that. For example, here where I live, I can actually be anywhere in the apartment, and I can leave my phone here and these will work anywhere in the apartment. Of course, if you have a bigger house, that may not be the case, but at least in my case, they're not gonna be disconnected from the phone anywhere I go inside the house. You do get really good sound. Plus, if you love bass, you're absolutely gonna love this. And as I said, a super cool charging case. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.